Hello, everybody. It is Matt, and it is Bloodthirsty Thursday, and I am back at you with yet another review. Before I roll on to any of that, I want to wish each and every one of you a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk, all that lovely stuff, because life really is too short as is. Do me a really huge favor and like, share, and subscribe. I love seeing your beautiful faces when you are here. I know I'm here an awful lot, but I have an awful lot on my plate to review. And one last little tidbit of information. Check out the description box. I give you a bigger bite of every single movie of every single day, such as a brief synopsis, which I kind of altered a little bit to kind of make the grammar a little better. But I didn't change it too much. I also gave you your starring cast, your director, runtime of the cut I am watching, a link for a trailer, and if you decide you can help support Matt's Movie Mania and toss me a couple of bucks. Now that I got all that said and mind and all that out of the way, let's roll on to the film of the day. And today's came out back in 2020. It runs at about 47 to 40, just under 48 minutes. It's like 47 minutes and like 57 seconds, something along those lines. It's really just really close. But anyways, it is none other than the Ben Gaudet film Blue. Wow, what a fun movie! What a fun title. I am a huge fan of Ben's films. I've reviewed several of them. I've reviewed the Canadian Horror Chronicles, I believe is what it's called. Spasm Blue now, and I think there was one other, but I can't think of the title right now. But that's neither here nor there. But anyways, and I also did back when I used to do interviews, I did one with Ben. You can check that out. It's under Another Day, Another Dollar, with Ben Gaudet, I believe is what I have it listed as. It's in my my library of stuff there. But there is a handful of interviews in there from back then. But anyways, let's get down to the skinny on what's going on with Blue. Like I said, it's just under 48 minutes. Ben Gaudet is the star, the only star in the entire film, which is typical of a Ben Gaudet film. It's one of those things that a lot of it is, can't find somebody to help him out. Nobody wants to be in front of the camera type things. I'm sure is a lot of it. But this one was made during the COVID pandemic, so that's why he is the only star for this one. What exactly is it about? Well, Ben is a teenage boy who is experimenting with this new drug called Blue. And it's basically looks like salt that's been colored blue. And you rub it on your gums, and it gets you really high. It leads towards violent tendencies, hallucinations, and I forget what the third thing was, but it leads to just nothing but bad all the way around. When he's starting to take this, he's having dreams of himself dismembering himself, from chopping his leg off to cutting himself, to drinking the blood from the wound. And then one morning he wakes up and he actually does have a gash in the palm of his hand. And then eventually he moves on to killing his friends. Now, at first he calls his friend over and he tells him, "I'll come down in the basement. I'll be down there." Excuse me. He ends up killing him. Eventually starts moving on to other victims throughout the entire film. You have stuff with hatchets or axes. The machete comes involved. There is not a pocket knife, but a knife, like a kitchen knife, a small kitchen knife, and it just goes on from there. And now, all throughout this entire movie, he is having these hallucinations of himself, telling himself to kill others and to hurt himself and do all these just terrible things. Like it's just bad stuff all the way around. Now, as far as the three things that I love my movies, to me, first is audio. The audio, it works okay. It does get a little muffled in places here and there, but that's okay. This is what you call DIY horror. This is do-it-yourself stuff. I really enjoy this style. It makes me happier than watching a $1 million movie. I'd rather watch this than watch the new Roadhouse or something along those lines. But the audio, like I said, it gets muffled in places, and there's a couple spots where he's doing dialogue outside, and the audio gets a little iffy because of the wind. But it's easy to look past, but I'm going to give it a B on that end. It could have been better. All the indoor stuff, for the most part, is pretty good. There's nothing to really complain about on that end. Now, the second thing is dialogue. Dialogue is interesting in this. You can tell it's written by a younger person, but it still is very good. It's hip, new, modern language. How people, or at least younger people, talk. It really has that vibe down, and I really enjoyed that. So I'm going to give it an A in that column. And now the third thing is editing. Editing is very good in this. He keeps a good steady momentum, a good steady pace going. I never found myself getting bored at all throughout this, or did I ever pick up the remote to see how much time is left on it. The only time I picked up the remote was at the very beginning to see how long it was in general for my review. So yeah, I really dig this. If you want to check out some super low budget self-made horror films, check out stuff from Ben. Ben is well worth it. He's one of my favorite teen directors. Him and Tristan Sheil are both like really good. I really like their stuff. And honorable mentions in this film here. You do get a small opening clip to the Very Fine Crap Films movie known as what is that one called? The Bleak. And then you also have a small clip in here from the Michaela Bellamy film known as Tape of Karma, which I did a review for that a few months ago. That's an absolute amazing film. You can check it out, I believe, on Michaela's YouTube channel, if memory serves me. But now, on to my final score of 1 through 5. I'm going to probably go with a 4 on this one. I think this is the highest rated film that I've done for Ben. I think this is his best film all the way around. You can really tell he put a lot of love, time, and effort into this one. I know that a lot of his other films, it only takes him a couple days to make them. This one, he said he took a little longer, just because he had all the time in the world to do it, because it was during the pandemic. But now, anyways, I'm going to put this down. I'm going to get the hell out of here. I'm going to try to get 1 or 2 more reviews this week for you. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get 2 out, but I'll at least be able to get 1. Schedule is just really hectic right now. At least for me, it's just really busy times. All right, guys, love your faces, and as always, peace.